Hey guys, it's Jessica with Exploring the Local Life. I'm here with my kitty Bart, and I am just going to give a quick chat about what is still working in the RV after a year, what is totally quit, and what never really worked or gave out like right away. So here goes. Okay, so the first thing that's totally like, I don't know, we were a month or two in, and our blinds, as you can see, there's nothing there. And yes, our neighbor is really that close. We are at a very RV park, very parking lot-y kind of place right now. So we have no shades. Now the main reason that our blinds like failed was because our dog was in here, Desi, and we left her in here and she could hear and see us. We didn't have a crate or anything, and she jumped up and just destroyed them. Can we replace them? Absolutely, but we just have not. What we have been using, okay, please disregard the mess here. Filming just totally very real. People ask real, so here's real. We've been using these very, very fancy. They just stick on with Velcro and cover the full length. They are great at reflecting light on the inside of the RV, hooray. And they do keep noise and the outer elements as far as temperature at bay, so we can maintain a better temperature control in here. And it works great to just not have a lot of light come in when we don't want it. So that is our very, very cheap, very, very temporary solution. Something else that never really worked or stopped working quite right away were these nifty little sensors here, which tell us how full everything is. I don't know if you can read that there. So the first is supposed to be gray, and it is closed, so that's reading correctly. Our black tank, I don't think it's full. I mean, I've been able to flush it and everything. These indicators almost always show up as full even after we have dumped our tanks, so we have to do a very manual inspection, if you will. A lot of times what is happening, or what helps us know that our tanks are full, is either a slight odor or just the way things are draining or not draining. Obviously, if nothing's going down, it's time to empty the tanks. But another thing is, like with the when you flush, you get a certain bubbling sensation. It's kind of odd. That's an indicator. Sometimes you start smelling the actual tanks. That's when they start getting really high. It's generally speaking you usually do not smell it at all. And another thing is, if you're doing dishes or, you know, washing your hands in the sink or whatever, and the water is taking forever to go down, that is an indicator that the tanks need to be emptied out. I really wish, though, the indicators would work. That would help us out, and then we could empty everything before we were like, oh, time to do it right now. Our appliances have worked really well. We haven't had any issues. Once I discovered the whole pizza stone situation, the oven was totally usable. Fridge and freezer are fine. We just need to, so you can see there, there's quite a bit of buildup there. So we did this, the last time we took care of it was back in June. So we need to go ahead and defrost it, scrape it out, and clean that out. But it hasn't really given us any big issues. When it starts getting like that and or really empty, it starts freezing up, but so do the household fridges. So that's not really anything new. As far as our lights, all of our LED lights are inside the RV, and all of them are functioning properly, no issues. We had an exterior light that wasn't an LED, and it went out, I don't even know, like not even the first month. I mean, that thing just, oh, and also our oven light, excuse me, what is this thing called? The fan, the vent fan. That one was pathetic to begin with, and it quickly died out, and we haven't replaced it because it was just useless anyway. As far as electrical, everything's turned out just fine. Along the way, we discovered that the 30 amp RV, during the heat of the summer, we couldn't even have the air AC on and our water heater on. It would trip the circuit, so we only had the water heater on when we were expecting to take a shower. Another thing with the 30 amp thing, which is really interesting, is you can't run the microwave and the air conditioning at the same time. So, you know, that's complicated during the summer when you're sweating, and then you want to microwave heat something up, you got to turn it off and just wait. I think one of the more surprising fails for us was the AC unit. We just completed a year. We were just celebrating a year of ownership and being on the road, and the AC went out. The good thing is that it was totally under warranty, and we were able to get it replaced very quickly. Within a week, we had a new unit. Well, the story that we received was that the Dometic manufacturer had some issues with the year 2016 models that they installed. I don't know. It failed for us. It was under warranty. It was no big deal for us to replace it, and it was free. So that was it. Most recently, of course, our roof issue came up where thank you, Bart, for loving me so much. Our roof ended up where the rubber it was no longer attached. So that is still pending repairs. We haven't had any rain or anything, so we've been sort of dragging our heels on that. I know we've received a lot of really good feedback on that, and we are going to scrape together some time and work on it. But the roof is another somewhat surprising thing. I think, although, you know, we move it every month, our RV is always under the elements, either under trees or under the sun or something. So it's not like it's been sitting somewhere and or covered or anything like that. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't asked around or done any real research as far as how many people have had that happen to their roof as well. So, you know, I wouldn't. It's an RV. It's meant for short-term living, and we're using it as a full-timers. So, you know, basically with us being in it for years, it will come with somebody having it for several years. So the wear and tear is greater on ours. So it, you know, if you're thinking about getting an RV for recreation, you're probably not going to experience as many issues as we have just in using it as much as we do daily. If you are full-timing, though, those are things to consider, that you will need to be replacing things, and things will break. It's just part of the life. But that sort of wraps up a lot of the things that have gone wrong so far in our first year, and the things that do work, which are the appliances, which we're really happy with. We haven't had any leaks or anything like that. The heat works, the propane heater works. You know, overall, we are very happy with the RV. And, yeah, let us know if you have any questions or comments or any of your own experiences that you've had if you are an RV owner, whether recreation or full-time, what your experience has been. But, yeah, that's it. We always appreciate our subscribers, all of our viewers, everybody. Thank you so much for following us here. And if you're following us on the other social media channels, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, share, all of those things. And we love to communicate with you. So, yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye. Say bye, Bart. Yeah, my sweet boy. Say bye-bye. Can you wave? Can you wave at the people? Wave at everybody who watches Exploring the Local Life. Say thank you.